You're listening to the Mobcast Network.
Welcome to My Star Wars Life, a look at news, reviews, and other happenings from a galaxy far, far away. Here are your hosts, Scotty and JD.
Hey everybody, welcome to My Star Wars Life. I like how he just laughs at my intro. Because as far as the audience knows, there's nothing but
I know.
that.
That was the best let's not talk about this anymore I've ever heard.
Talk about what, JD? I don't know
Absolutely. Welcome to My Star Wars Life. I am your host, Scotty. Wait. Go ahead.
I'm going to let you take over.
I don't remember the rest. I am not a Native American spirit guide, and I would feel bad. Like, I don't want to appropriate.
I feel you, white man. I feel you.
If you're lucky.
Hi, I'm your Native American pop culture spirit guide, Scotty, as already been introduced to by JD. We're no culture appropriation here. It's my culture.
Yep.
And I'm joined by my Jedi Master,
JD.
as always.
Howdy, everyone.
We have a special guest.
Woohoo.
We have the Mobcast Network's Facilitator of Fun.
Hi.
And the Cult MOvie Cantina's Lady of Libations. That's one person. They're not two.
One person. I am the facilitator of fun because I'm the Lady of Libations.
I was going to say it depends on probably the amount of drinks,
It's
I'm
like,
guessing.
that's what I'm saying. So, yeah.
It's Stephanie Ward. What's up?
Hi.
Hello, Stephanie.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to come to My Star Wars Life.
This is awesome.
Season 2.
Season 2.
Guest spots.
Spots.
Bum, bum,
Things are
bum.
great. Last week we had Drew. This week we've got Stephanie. Who knows? Mark Hamill may be in next week.
I doubt it.
Oh, no. I don't know how. Whatever.
What was that?
I don't know.
He's trying to be the Joker,
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
I haven't watched enough of his Joker
that's
to
like-
know it.
I thought you were going Gremlins. I thought you sounded like.
I mean, I can do Gizmo.
Gizmo.
I'm waiting for you to do Gizmo. Was it?
Oh, God.
Well, because Gizmo was just Bobby, right? I mean, because they were both Howie Mandel.
That's true.
So it's like, my name's Bobby. And but see, now with Stitch
Wait
and
a
then
minute now.
Dave Coulier's Jackalope, that's all the same type of voice.
Howie
It's
Mandel did Gizmo?
Yeah.
Clearly didn't listen to this week's podcast.
No, I didn't.
I didn't either. I
did.
just, that's a,
I've
I mean,
been
I
really
did.
busy. I'm sorry. I was also kind of salty about this week's podcast. Not you guys. I'm salty at myself because, yeah. So I had to buy a planner this week because I used
Did
to.
you get a Condren one? Because that's all the thing.
I used to keep all this stuff in my head, and my head is failing me.
Yeah.
So,
More libations.
well, yeah. There's that too.
Well, you had a lot going on. Your cat's been sick.
I've had my cat being sick. I am in the process of changing jobs, which has been a thing, and Christmas, and then I've got my kids coming from Japan, and it's been kind of crazy. So I got my days mixed up on our podcast last week.
Well, my wife swears by I think that's her name, Erin Condren planners.
No, I literally
They're expensive.
I bought
They have a con.
I bought a $6 planner.
Okay.
It's baby steps.
They have a con, though. Danny, it was in New Orleans a couple years ago. That was
con on planners.
Yes, that's exactly the tone of voice and look I had on my face when she told me.
Justina knows about this.
Is it the lady who's like, if this thing doesn't bring you joy, get rid of it?
No,
That's that feng shui, throw all your stuff away stuff.
that's
Right, I didn't know if the same lady.
that was
No is a good answer. I don't.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Unless
that's
she's
not
on,
it.
Like from Tatooine. I don't.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Anyway,
Spark joy.
so no, I didn't listen to last week's Cult MOvie Cantina. I am ashamed of myself.
That's fine. I just think it's fine.
I was watching said movie while you guys were podcasting about it.
That's Marie
Because of
Kondo.
life.
You kept saying cons. So
Aaron- okay.
it's like all cons are related, right? Wrath-a-con, condos, condoms.
Yes.
Condoms.
They all cover something.
Is this going to go back to the Merkin discussion? Because
Yeah, I missed that one.
We are a few days from the rise of Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
However, when most people have listened to this, they're either on their way to see it or have seen it because we released on Friday. We were recording on Tuesday, so
Correct.
a couple days beforehand. I'm seeing it Thursday night.
I'm seeing it Friday night.
I'm sadly seeing it Monday, so no spoilers because of my work.
Mm-hmm.
My life is controlling my life.
That is
my work.
terrible.
It is. But I am seeing it Monday, so it's. At least I have tickets, guys. Come on now.
No, that's. I mean,
it's in the plans.
So, like, as I do with most big movies that come out every year, I'll have a sign up here at the store. Spoiler-free zone. I will kick anybody out. At least I think the 15th is what the January 15th is the end of the spoiler
right
blackout.
Right. So I'm
blackout.
sadly having to wait until Monday to see it.
That's terrible.
Well, it's life. I suppose I could go Saturday night if there were tickets. I could probably look and see if there's tickets. That would be this, but it would have to be a late show. Like I would have to go like at the 9 o'clock or 9:30, 10, which means I would have to get up and open Sunday morning after watching the late show. So
Oof.
yeah. So that's why Monday is.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm gonna go. We're going to the 8 Friday, but luckily, I don't come in till 11 on Saturday. But I have to be Santa again.
Oh, I wanted to be your Krampus. We talked about that. I wanted to dress up as the Krampus
Next year.
I know that's plans for next year,
Right?
Because I'm German. I want to be the Krampus.
I am seeing it Thursday night at 6 p.m.
Nice.
I tried to see it Wednesday early. I tried to make that work. I don't think that's going to work. I haven't heard confirmation that I'm seeing it in the morning. So
Yeah.
Wednesday morning.
yeah,
Who's at your place of business?
I just have a connection.
I know, I
I'm
was
say.
to
Yeah,
say.
really.
I'm not going to go
Not
there.
going to out
but-
my connection who listens to this show, but it didn't work out. So
All right.
I was like, I didn't think it was going to work anyway, but I was like, maybe it'd been kind of cool to have a couple days off on it. But the first reviews are out. Without giving spoilers, it's generally positive. However, that being said, so was The Last Jedi when the first reviews were hitting. So
Yeah.
it was usually that first round of just nostalgia hits, and then people start looking into the film, and so we'll see. We can talk about speculation because there's nothing to spoil yet. So.
No,
Right. Other than I just saw an article that said Lucas wasn't invited to the premiere.
What?
Seriously, it was
Are you
just came
serious?
across my Facebook
Was
feed.
not invited to the premiere.
So I don't know if it's BS or what. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Or if it was just a picture. But that would be insane.
Yeah, not inviting Lucas would be a big deal. I can see Lucas like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I see him on that, but
I am.
last I heard, the relationship's really good. He was on the set of The Mandalorian, so.
But that's sort of a different track, right? Like
Well,
that
his-
has Filoni and
his boy
Favreau.
His boy Filoni's involved, so.
The only thing that I think is kind of crazy is
Okay, it's
when
not an article. Sorry.
You know the cons that we've been going to. I've met the hip hop trooper, which has been the only stormtrooper in red until this movie, and he's like big, like he's got his own toys, he's got his own everything, and now all of a sudden there's a red Sith trooper, and it's been this thing with him. He's been like, I don't know about this. I've been doing this for a long time. It's kind of crazy. I wonder if they ripped him off because he's been a big thing for several years.
Possibly so, but the problem is that he didn't own it. So.
Yeah.
I know.
There's no legal.
No, there's no
leg.
legal, but it's kind of crazy.
Because they can point, it's like, we got red guys, we just make a stormtrooper red.
Yeah.
I love how every Star Wars, and every Star Wars movie that we've gotten, we get a new flavor of stormtrooper.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not mad at it because I've got my Phasma jacket on. I'm a
Right.
big storm. That's my thing is stormtrooper. My Christmas tree is stormtrooper.
Just New Hope, we got vanilla. The Empire Strikes Back, we got, like, I would say, ice cream flavor, like
Snow
snow,
snow cone.
Snow cone. We got hippie versions and
The Scouts.
biker
Yeah.
scouts. They're all in the trees. They're
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to equate hippie to their armor. I was like, they don't have like Predator dreadlocks sticking off the back of those helmets. That's
Or
what-
any daisy chains
Right.
or
and
anything.
I guess Phantom Menace we didn't get them because we didn't have clones, but the closest thing we got, we did have Senate guards,
Yeah.
and so that's
The blue and
yeah.
blue
Yeah.
and
or
that's-
purple. I don't know
and
whatever
that's still
color they
plastoid
were.
armor, so I'm going to
Yeah.
go because I don't have another link. I'm counting it,
Sure.
There you go.
and then Attack of the Clones, we got clones. And
Right.
So we got the first armor. And then Revenge of the Sith, we got a ton of them.
Yeah.
It was like every flavor was it was like a variety box.
Right.
Yeah.
And then here comes Force Awakens. We do.
No, don't forget Rogue One.
I'm
We got Shore Troopers.
I was trying
That's
to do this,
right,
I was trying
the
to do
Shore
this in
Troopers.
release order, but
My bad.
no, we could go. So yeah, we got Shore Troopers, which would be what? What's a beige flavor?
It's khaki.
Yeah, well, as a taste, what it would because I'm doing
Butter
flavor.
pecan.
Yeah, butterscotch maybe.
And then we got Death Troopers, chocolate.
Yeah.
So that deep fudge.
Yeah.
And Solo, we got a bunch of new ones too. We got the Mud Troopers. We got the Imperial Patrol Guard, who looks cool, but he's a really cool looking trooper, but like you see him for like a half a second.
I don't remember
What
him
flavor
at all.
would Phasma be?
Chrome on a trailer hitch. Wait, no, that's not right. Hold
That's
on.
not a flavor.
Uh,
Well, okay. In Alabama, it's a flavor, but
Mint.
Mint?
Because she's wrapped in foil like a York peppermint patty.
okay. Or well, yeah, because we already have chocolate, so she
Right.
can't be Hershey's Kiss.
she could be in Andy's Candies, which would also be
And
minty.
Andy's
Where- where-
candies.
I'm going
She's
minty.
mint. She's a mint
Okay.
flavor.
Minty. She's minty.
Mint flavored. I like it.
Then I'll throw someone out that you both don't know, but Pyre. You might know Pyre from the book.
Right.
Yeah, Pyre. Pyre's her captain, the guy under.
Right.
under her.
And he wears.
He's gold.
He's gold.
He's gold.
Yeah.
He's a gold Phasma with a red pauldron. He's from Resistance.
Okay.
And,
I haven't.
And her book. What is the name of her book?
Phasma.
Is it just Phasma?
It's
I gave it to you
Phasma.
for Christmas one year.
Yeah. It's Phasma. And it was. I went into it looking for some sort of redeeming value. I love her, by the way, but I thought, okay, maybe she was a good person before and something really. No. She
No?
was born evil.
Oh.
She's just
She's
bad.
pretty tough.
She bad.
When
She's just bad.
I guess that's what
I love
happens
her.
after Jamie Lannister loves you and leaves you. You just get all pissed off and go
That's
take over the
right.
galaxy.
Right.
Stay with me. Just stay with me.
Oh,
having
that was
having
so sad.
having bad luck with guys with one hand.
Oh.
Phasma to me is a character that is tragic and proves that Star Wars never never learns its lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Phasma looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Phasma could be awesome, and then Phasma becomes Boba Fett,
Right.
Right.
which
They could have done so much more.
I don't
with her.
understand why make that character. Why make that character?
Her
I think-
backstory is amazing.
I think we talked about this last season. There's that deleted scene from The Last Jedi where that fight between her and Finn is extended.
Right.
And that's an amazing fight. It is such a good fight. It shows more of her skill Finn has somehow. But like she beats on him and just for an extra 5 minutes, and it's just really well done because obviously it shows some of her training she's had through Game of Thrones and
Right.
whatever else training she has, ballet or whatever, because she does whatever she wants because she's amazing. But it's just so good, and it doesn't flesh out her backstory, but it just shows that there's a reason she's leading the stormtroopers. I'm
Right.
sorry,
Right.
for whatever the
Stormtroopers.
DuckTales
They're
troopers.
still stormtroopers. They do
She
look
was,
like
in the book, she basically grew up being a soldier. That's all she did. I mean, her entire life. So yeah, she's got all that
that.
training.
She's like Hux. I mean, Hux's whole background is that he's grown up to be an officer.
well, she wasn't. I mean,
I love Hux.
I know. We talked about this, I think, the other week.
she
He just
grew up to
cracks me
survive.
up.
She had to survive. So that's why
Hux is red. She did that.
Hux, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Hux is that obviously like frat boy. I'm in charge because my daddy owned the company. Like,
But I believe. Okay, so I buy that. But he's also like, I have the skills to lead. I got this.
Right.
Daddy's taught me well.
Yeah.
I can carry on the family business, and then I got this religious upstart who's just screws everything up. My Chemical Romance over here is trying to.
I was gonna say Manson over here, Marilyn Manson right
So
here. Okay.
I mean, Hux to me is like Krennick. I love them both because Rogue One to me is Rogue One. I actually just watched it. TNT had their their marathon this weekend, and so I was at a convention in Montgomery. So at the hotel, I was watching the marathon, and Rogue One's now part of the marathon.
Oh, good.
And so I was watching Rogue One, and I had forgotten how much I just enjoy Krennick.
Yeah, well, I like that dude.
Well, yeah, he's a fine actor. Ben Mendelsohn's a great actor, but he's not like crazy. Like you look at the Emperor and Vader, kind of, they're devout and kind of
right.
He's like, I'm just a dude really trying to do my job.
Yeah, and he's not bad at it.
No.
It's not his fault. Everything else is getting in the way.
And so Rogue One to me literally should have been retitled Krennic's Bad Day.
Yeah.
If there was a little, like little golden book for Rogue One, it would be Krennic's Bad Day.
That with the kitten. There's always that one with the kitten on it. The kitten that lost its way or something, or whatever.
So
but
you get those two together.
Ugly Duckling.
Krennic's
Bad Day.
And so, I mean, I even like at the beginning of that when he shows up on the planet to get Urso, not
Skarsgård, not Skarsgård. Mads
Mikkelsen, Galen. And Galen's like, my wife's dead. And then she shows up and goes, oh, look, miraculously back from the dead. I don't, just come with me. I need you. Come,
right.
Go back to, things are awesome. So what? You're building a super weapon.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
See, I would not fare well in the Star Wars universe because I'm the guy who'd be like, yeah, you're right. I should go build this weapon. I'm going to go, all right. Whatever. Just don't use it on me. I'm good.
Right. Whatever it takes. Especially after this chapter 6 of Mandalorian, like there's a lot of do whatever it takes to survive, right? Like,
right.
That's what I got out of that one, and I know we're not there yet, but just talking about it, but like that's a lot of Star Wars. It's a vastly expanded Wild West, right? Like the whole thing, the whole galaxy is gunslinging and am I living today? And so you just do what you can to survive, and whether it's come help me build a super laser or
I feel like it's easier for people in the Star Wars universe to pick a side because those who don't, the ones that are kind of doing their own thing, it's tough.
It is tough. The fringe is a tough life, because in the end we all serve somebody, and so it's like, they cover a lot of this in the new Thrawn novels. And especially the first one, because what I find fascinating about that is that how the Empire continues to run like the old Senate did. The Senate was super corrupt.
Yeah.
I mean, when we lead into Phantom Menace, the reason why it's so easily taken over, it's just so corrupt.
Right.
I mean, Palpatine even points it out to Amidala. It's like, and look here, enter the bureaucrats.
Yeah.
And so, if you are an Imperial and if you have some sort of family standing, if your family's rich, nothing happens to you.
Right.
Outside of like you may be unfortunate and get your neck broke by Vader, but Vader doesn't really do that. We see we see that happen in the movies, but it's not like something he did a lot. And so, or if you really angered the Emperor, something would happen to you. Other than that, the Emperor didn't really care.
Yeah.
I'm bringing order to this bit of chaos as long as it stays order. I don't care how it happens.
Right.
And I was really surprised because I always imagine him ruling with this iron fist, and he kind of does that, but it's more letting the people under him take care of that. So he's got this persona that he is super scary, but he's like, I'm super scary in the back. Y'all do you things, and then if you screw up, I won't have to come after you.
Right.
He's the boogeyman, and it's fascinating. It's fascinating, and he's widely and weirdly like super respected and loved in the Empire. And
I love him. It's true, though.
Okay. Why so?
Number one, I love the Empire. I like order. I'm sorry. You scoot over. But if you know me, you know that I am always pro-Empire because I like structure. I like rules. I like order. I like organization, and rebel scum are terrorists.
The Jedi was an order, and they got murdered.
They're a religious order. Who needs that?
They literally say order. You like order. They are called the Jedi Order.
They're religious, though. It's different.
I will agree with you that the rebels are terrorists. They are. They are a terrorist organization. They run terrorist sales.
By definition.
They are terrorists.
Right.
And we are.
We all like our own things.
No. And I'm not.
Right.
No disrespect to you at all. No. You're allowed to like. No, I'm not saying you can't. No, I think it's great. I was fascinated by it.
Had to get back to my seat. Sorry.
I think it's there's order in the rebellion. I think in the end the rebellion is it. To me, it's funny that the rebellion became what they hated. Most of the people were pro-republic and are against the separatists, and by the end of 3, they're becoming separatists,
Right.
Because they've seen how bad and didn't know the whole time that it was all being played.
Yeah.
Which even into Rebels, no one knows how.
Right. Oh yeah.
Palpatine has played everybody.
But if you play chess against yourself, you're going to win, right? Like I mean, that's all Palpatine's doing.
Right. It's exactly what he's doing, and so he just set it up and let it play itself out. And I mean, like no one knows how like.
And that's what makes that episode where they find that one Geonosian with the egg.
Right.
That's a really good episode where you first see Saw.
Yeah.
That's our first introduction into Saw Gerrera. And that's a really good episode because it does show, oh, wait, like we're not at war anymore, but we could, like it's just a neat, there's 3 sides at this point, sort of, even though one's like been decimated, but they're trying to rebuild. And it was just a very cool episode.
How far are you into it now?
I still have to finish last season.
Okay, so have you seen through season 3?
Yeah.
All right, so
and now I agree.
About Rebels?
Yes,
I do agree with you, Mon Mothma. Come on, what was that decision there at the end?
Yeah, Mon Mothma. Yeah.
Come on, lady.
Yeah, Mon Mothma. There's a point in Rebels where she has a choice to come in with her fleet and save the day, and she chooses safety because she doesn't want to risk being decimated by the Empire.
Right.
Forcing Ezra to go get help from the Mandalorians.
Correct.
And that was awesome. But I want to go. So since you've seen it, the episode where Kanan, Ezra, Zeb fight the battle droids.
Yeah, when they go to whatever planet that
right,
was.
So they keep Zeb out of it because they didn't find the Clone Wars, but they do a reenactment of the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
At the end of that, Kalani, the super battle droid, has almost figured it out.
Yeah.
And then he goes, well, and he starts pricing out like who would benefit for both the separatists and the and the rise and
that's the other part.
It's like you're almost there. You're so almost there.
Right.
Like, Kalani's somebody I wish they would have had in season 4.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, he's not there.
Okay.
But because they ask him to join the rebellion at the end of that, and he says at this point in juncture, he didn't see the probability of their success.
Right.
So there's no reason for him to join up with them.
Mm-hmm.
But as like after Adelon and at least the beginning of Rebels, I'm curious if he's changed his mind, or even after the battle, after the destruction of the Death Star. So battle Yavin,
mm-hmm.
Does Kalani join?
Yeah.
Because to me, having a super tactical droid, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
It's just those seeds they had dropped off, and they never picked back up. I'm really curious about.
Well, maybe if Clone Wars the final season does well, maybe we can get a tie up. Season 5, 20 years later type thing.
I just want to. We talked about this last week, and we'll probably talk about this until they do it.
Right.
I want the end of Rebels. I got a good ending, but they gave us that coda, and I'm like, you shouldn't have done that because I want more.
Right.
You tied it up really nicely, but now there's like, there's a possibility that I might do another show.
Yeah.
Don't give me that, Dave. Don't do that to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that to you. And so,
I don't know. I want Where in the Galaxy is Ezra Bridger.
Where's Ezra? Where's Ezra? JJ Abrams was hinting that Ahsoka may be in this movie.
Who was?
Really?
JJ Abrams was like hinting maybe Ahsoka may be in. I don't believe him, but
well, see, I've heard hints that the Mandalorian and Kevin are in Rise of Skywalker.
Wow, that'd be why?
I'm just saying. I heard that today, actually. That the reason that tomorrow's episode got moved to tomorrow instead of Friday was to give people time to watch it and then go see Rise of Skywalker.
Well, I mean that makes sense anyway, but I mean not just because of them in it, but it makes
no,
sense.
but there's like a tie,
right?
So that's what I've heard.
Well, we'll find out in the morning.
Yeah.
We know the Ghost is in it, or a ship that looks like the Ghost is in it,
as well as the Shadowcaster,
and as the Shadowcaster. So I'm pretty sure, I'm happy that those two. There's also the Colossus from Resistance is in the background.
Okay,
that's awesome.
I haven't watched that enough. Still, I've watched like 4 episodes.
Right.
That's the new one, right?
So the Colossus is the station that they're on.
Yeah.
And it's in the water at the beginning, and then the second season it's in space. It's a giant fuel ship. Is what it is.
Yeah.
It's a refueling place, and so it's it's.
I've just had a hard time connecting with Zane or whatever his name is. I don't know. He's part of One Direction.
Kazuda?
Yeah, that way. No, yeah.
All right, so
Rich kid.
you're right, Kazuda.
Yeah.
So I like Resistance enough to watch it.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm 2 or 3 episodes behind. I was never like that for Rebels.
Right.
I'll get to it. There are really good episodes in this
Mm-hmm.
in the run. For me, Resistance gets a lot better toward the end of the season where they connect to
Just like first season of Rebels.
right. They really connect hard to Force Awakens. I mean, they
Okay.
like the 2 episodes in the two part of the season finale connect.
Okay.
To Force Awakens.
I'll keep watching. I just got sidetracked with Mandalorian and Rebels and work and kids and wife.
Everyone has
and-
life, yeah.
But,
I've been
Life?
same-
What's that?
I actually right now I'm like in the Nikto. Nick
yeah.
or whatever his name is.
and Niku.
Because I think we talked about it. Like I think he told me he's like probably on the spectrum.
Oh, he's totally
right?
on the spectrum.
And it's just like that's great. Like the representation plus the like he's still. I mean he's good and innocent but he's more intriguing to me than
Oh yeah, he's more intricate.
than what's his name
I like
Harry Styles or whatever his name.
Kaz is. My problem with Kaz is that they
I'm gonna have to watch this now.
So Resistance is about a young. He's a not a Resistance pilot, but he's a New Republic.
He's an
pilot.
X-wing fighter.
He's an X-wing
pilot.
And so his dad's rich, and he's fighting for the. He's not fighting. He's just defending the Republic. Is what he's doing.
Right.
No one believes that the First Order is a threat in the New Republic. No one does. Leia goes on her own and basically makes G.I. Joe, and that's the Resistance, right?
Yes.
Because she's like, Cobra is out there, and no one's like, whoa, Leia, slow your roll. We've defeated the Empire, the New Order, the New First Order. They're just upstarts. We got this. And she's like, no, seriously, you don't. And then they're like, well, fine, I will go. And she goes, she raises money and raises her. The Resistance is General Leia's private army.
Right.
It's what no one tells you in the Force Awakens.
Right.
You're like, oh, it's like the Rebels. It's like, no, because the Rebels won and they're still in power.
Right. So here's my question, though. The first episode of Resistance, and you're saying the end of season 1 ties into Force Awakens.
I mean, exactly into it.
How long timeline-wise is season 1 then?
Oh, it's got to be like
20 years.
No, it's like a couple of months.
No, because I mean the reason I have a hard time with that is because in episode 1 you see a holo of Leia and she looks like Endor Leia.
But she's got a few wrinkles and some hair.
But she does not look like Force Awakens Leia.
She does not. I 100% agree with you. But it's
supposed to be just a few months.
Yeah, it's just a few months. It's bad character design. 100% on that.
Okay.
Bad character design on that. But so he's a klutz, but he's a good kid kind of thing. He's
he fails up.
Yeah, he fails up. He's like 21 or if that. He's 18. He's
and it's
young enough to be relatable to the kids, but not old enough to not old enough to fly an X-wing.
Right, and that's why
like to be in the military.
That's why I'm having a hard time with it is because it is. I mean, Rebels was designed for children because it was a Disney show. This is even more so.
Right, and so
it's more
in my mind.
Especially the first part of the season. Yeah. Until it starts finding its legs.
It's still Disney. It hasn't transferred to Star Wars for me yet.
I did not finish Rebels because I had a hard time watching it because it was so. The animation was so young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it bothered me. I love the storylines, and I kept telling Scotty the whole time, it's like if they would just provide me a book of this, I would read it.
Yeah.
Because I would but I had a hard time watching it.
The animation on Resistance is more anime than CGI than Rebels was.
Rebels was very just round and
it was
poofy
it was
looking.
very
it was like,
Star Wars. What was the game Infinity that you could play on the Xbox? Right. It was that style.
It was kind of that style.
But the
shiny.
problem I had with like Rebels was the thing I loved. Let's do the sandwich method. Compliment, criticism, compliment. Like I loved that they had the lightsaber super thin, right? Like in the movies, they're as round as the hilt.
So, going with the McQuarrie, the original
yes,
McQuarrie design.
I really like that. Which a lot of their influences was from original McQuarrie art. What I don't like are the lightsaber duels throughout Rebels were very stilted. It was hesitate, go, hesitate. Like it was almost like they were speeding up the track in the middle of the fight, and that was by design, I think, to show how quick it was going. But it didn't flow correctly for me. The fights just.
I think they got better though.
They did, and
the first season's rough, especially the fight that. The Force illusion fight with Kanan and the Inquisitor in the temple.
Yeah,
that's a rough fight. The animation that's a rough fight. However, I think it's a lot better at the end of the season between Kanan and the Inquisitor.
It is, and the whole Darth Maul going up the Sith pyramid.
Yeah,
like that was. But there were still times in those duels with Seventh Sister, Fifth Brother, Kanan, Ezra, Maul. Like everybody's there. And it wasn't natural.
Oh, 100%.
That's I understand that it's going to be very hard to animate natural, right? You're not going to get the motions right, but it seemed like it was still stilted at times.
Apparently, they're going to try real hard in this new season of Clone Wars coming up in February because the Maul, what they did was they just motion captured Ray Park.
I'm just excited about that.
Yeah, so they motion captured him, and
so is the Maul series gonna really happen?
I don't know.
I want that so hard. I want that so hard. I love Ray Park.
I do too,
and I love Maul. So
it also would give Sam Witwer job work.
Who?
Sam Witwer, the voice of Maul in Rebels and Clone Wars. He's not Peter. What's his face? Who's the Tick? Who's the voice of him in
Warburton?
No, he's the Tick in
the new Tick.
The new Tick.
Oh, okay.
I can't say his last name though. It starts with an S and I can't. But anyway, it's long, and it's not common. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
But he's the voice of Maul in Phantom Menace.
Ah, yeah.
So, but to me, it's Sam Witwer. Sam Witwer is Maul.
Yeah.
So.
Why? Why?
He's the one that did it in
Kenobi!
Solo, right?
Yeah, that's why Solo's perfect.
Yeah,
because
some Solo was
Ray
good.
Park and Sam Witwer.
It was Ray Park. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
It was Ray Park and then Solo.
I love Ray Park. I love him because he's so genuine, and he remembered me when I met him that Friday night, and at his panel on Sunday, he remembered me and remembered what we talked about.
Cool.
He's amazing.
He's a cool dude, especially he's cool.
He called me out in the middle of his panel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I just never forget his line. Don't you people ever die? It's like the only time you can understand him.
If you get a chance to meet him, though, he is lovely.
I would love to.
Great guy.
Sam Witwer's also wonderful. I met him at Celebration this year.
That's not the guy that was in the last Genesis Terminator, was it?
No, that's
Rockwell.
No,
No.
that's
Sam Worthington.
Yes.
Worthington.
Okay.
Sam Worthington.
I'm just
Another
going
W.
I'm just going down my list.
And then there's
of Sams.
Wentworth Miller, who was in that Prison Break.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Wentworth is Star Killer from Force Unleashed.
Okay.
He's who was he in Once Upon a Time? It's
You could tell
was
me
he
and I
the
wouldn't
sheriff?
no, he was in some Once Upon a
No.
Time. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So
Hold on, because I like that show.
I looked at you. I thought you might know off the top of your head, but
No, I don't do names like you. I am not the Native American pop culture spirit guy.
I'm failing to do it. I don't know that. But I watched 1 or 2 episodes of Once Upon a Time, and it's like I really like a show I really thought I would like, and I was just like,
Oh, I've seen it all. I love it, but I don't know what you're talking like.
But anyway, back to my resistance to
Sam
script.
Wentworth?
Witwer.
Oh.
Witwer.
Of course.
But so Kaz gets kind of recruited by Poe Dameron to be a resistance spy, and he sticks him on this place in the middle of nowhere and goes, "Hey, just go meet these.
Just go be a spy.
Go be a spy
With no training."
Yeah, go be a spy. Meet these wacky characters. Be a spy.
And he does. And he goes, "Hey, guys, I'm a spy. How do I spy? I got to go do spy things, so I can't fix this vehicle."
Right? It's
What?
yeah.
Oh, he was Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, he's trying.
That was awesome.
So it's what? It's right.
Like every time he looks at he needs to look at the camera and just go wink, wink, nudge, nudge, right?
God,
Like he's like, "I'm a spy."
And I'm like, man, and I kept going, trust the hat. Trust the hat. I'm just going to follow Filoni. Filoni knows what he's doing. And, like, I don't know. This one was... Oh, that's later. That's later.
What is that saying?
That's for later.
But it sounded like it... Never mind.
Yeah. That's for later.
That dick life? That's what I'm hearing. You might have to edit that out, but I'm hearing, that dick life.
That's the kind of life I like. Bring it on.
Different kind of show, my dick life.
Oh, in my single days. No,
in fact,
never mind.
now I don't remember. Oh, yeah, I know what I was looking up.
Now he's looking up dicks.
No.
All of this edited out.
Richard.
Life with a Y. Richard, L-Y-F-E.
Richard Large Johnson.
Okay, I'm just gonna put this on air. I don't care anymore. So JD introduced me to Letterkenny.
I love Letterkenny.
How are you now?
That's a Texas size 10-4.
Did you know they have rednecks in Canada?
Okay, so
we were podcasting the other day.
Eh?
Stephanie was there. We were doing my Star Wars life. It was great.
I'm dying.
I had to do that because my daughter Savannah was going to get her shots before the beginning of the year, and she's dead, phobic of needles. And so the whole ride, I was like, so you're taking your daughter to the doctor the other day? And so she actually got to smile before she cried.
That's awesome.
But yeah, pitter patter, Scott. Pitter patter.
Now we can't even talk about it.
No, I'm just kidding. I was want to talk about like who fucked an ostrich allegedly. The ginger fucked an ostrich allegedly.
Allegedly.
No, but we said dicks, and that's all I can think about now is the Amish, the Mennonite families.
Yeah, the Mennonite.
Dicks. That's dicks with a Y.
Yeah, dicks with a Y. It's my wife Anita.
We're looking for our daughter's charity.
Yeah.
Chastity.
Chastity.
Chastity. Oh, it's so good. Clearly not the episode for the kiddies this week.
No.
No, this is not a show for the kids.
But we're,
But it's hilarious.
No, but if you ever get, like, when you're done watching all of Letterkenny, go back and watch his interviews. Wayne.
Will do.
I mean, because
I just finished first season yesterday.
Watching him just, like, be normal is kind of awesome because it shows how much he does put into the character of Wayne.
Right.
And that show is so tight and so well crafted in every aspect. It's not funny.
It's brilliant. It's a brilliant show.
So, speaking, there's one thing I want to bring up about Resistance because Resistance has the first gay couple.
Does it?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure they're not the first gay couple. They're the first openly gay couple.
Yeah, I mean, R2 and 3PO.
I mean, come on.
Can droids be a couple?
Chewie and Han, there was something going on there.
Pretty sure R2 has a thing that can fit in something else of 3PO's. Yes, they can.
Absolutely.
I think
there
we've
you
seen
go.
that actually in Empire when he's putting his leg back on. Anyway, that's what he was doing.
Yes, sure.
No, so Bobby Moynihan plays Orca, and Jim Rash plays Flicks. They're the guys who run the acquisition.
Oh
show.
yeah.
They're totally a couple, and they I
didn't know that was Bobby Moynihan. I like Bobby Moynihan a lot.
I met him.
Did you?
Yeah. At Celebration, and so my quick Celebration story with him, and the reason why he's just super awesome. So,
other than Drunk Uncle.
Drunk Uncle. Well, he wrote the Undercover Boss sketch.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he wrote that.
Okay.
That's his. He wrote that for with Kylo Ren going undercover.
Right. Jeff, or what is it? Jeff, radar technician.
Matt,
radar technician.
And so at Star Wars Celebrations, you can buy autographs and you can purchase photo ops. Well, him and Donald Faison were both there, and I'm a huge Scrubs fan.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
Donald Faison.
I love him.
And Donald's on Resistance, and so I was like, well,
who's he on Resistance?
He's Hype Faison. He's the Rodian ace pilot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Named after him.
Okay.
So.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Go Turk.
So
Love Turk.
So their photo ops were right back to back, and so I got in line and got my photo op with Donald Faison, so I got that picture.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but it took so long, I missed the one out for Bobby Moynihan, so I had to go get it changed out for an autograph. And so I ended up getting 2 autographs from him. When I was getting the second autograph, I was telling him, I was like, "Yeah, I'm supposed to get a picture with you," but we looked at Donald Faison on his line, and goes, slowed us up. And I was wearing my I have a Matt the Radar Technician shirt that's in the style of Fallout.
Yeah.
And so I was wearing that because I was going to get my picture with him.
Uh-huh.
And he looked at me and goes, "Hey, sweet shirt." And he looked over to his hand and goes, "We're not supposed to do selfies, right?" And she's like, no, we can't do selfies. He says, "What if I take a selfie?" "Well, you can do whatever you want." He's come here. So I got a selfie. He
Oh,
did a
nice.
selfie with his phone. He put it on his Instagram.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I have a selfie with Bobby Moynihan.
I like him. I mean, like, and I hate to
That's
say it
pretty
this way,
awesome.
like, of all the, because, every season on SNL, there's a big guy, right? Like, there's always been
Right.
a bigger guy. When they're not, like, huge, but, like, a big guy.
You need a big guy.
And, like, he has been my favorite since Farley. He was hilarious on, I love Bobby Moynihan. That's awesome.
Oh, post this in the show notes.
Oh, that's awesome. And look, you're doing the Scotty smile.
The only smile I have.
I know.
Trademarked and everything.
Have you noticed
Did you
that
insure
when I smile with you, I do that smile.
Yes.
I feel like I have to do it with you.
It is infectious.
It is. It's like we're both going to do this. It's awesome.
Yeah, so if you've not seen the Pat and Scotty smile, check out the show notes and you'll see it.
I think back to Donald Faison. I think if I ever got anything autographed by him, I would have to find a picture of De Jour from Josie and the Pussycats.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
nice.
God.
You could do that.
And just be like, "Yeah, you were in it. Sign it." Because I love that movie more than I should.
I've never seen
Oh
that
my
movie.
God, and it's so wonderfully bad.
I could not bring myself to watch it. I just couldn't.
It's like Hudson Hawk. Okay, so the first time you watch,
yeah.
you're like, "What the heck did I just watch?"
Right.
But with repeated viewings, it gets amazing.
Okay.
So, like, everybody in it is so campy and good that it is just great.
I played my very first Boondock Saints drinking game at Thanksgiving this year. Speaking of movies that you watch over and over,
Sure.
that's what I watch it over and over, but you should never play that drinking game.
Especially if it's take a drink every time the F word is dropped, because
Yes.
then you're done in 20 minutes.
Yes, that's pretty much what it is.
Just-
Or is it like anytime that's dropped or anytime a body is dropped?
Yeah, no, you drink water and you might you'll still get drunk.
I remember some of that movie.
It's been a minute since I've seen Boondock Saints.
Yeah, we watched. Is that one? No, like, I'm the worst best dad in the world. Like, that's one I haven't shown Savannah yet, which is probably good.
How old is Savannah?
14.
Yeah, it's a good time for her to watch.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah.
But meanwhile, she's watched all of Letterkenny, and
I mean, Boondock
after
Saints she
season
could totally
2,
watch.
there's an episode in season 2 of Letterkenny that you'll get to soon. That I went, maybe having her watch this a season behind me was not a good call. I do remember seeing this one. That's awesome.
What's that one?
Me and Turk.
Oh yeah. That
was
one's
the
awesome.
shirt I was wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it in the Moynihan picture.
That was cute.
All right. So that's
Here, I've got one of me and Ray Park. You guys talk. I'll pull it up.
all right. Just going to whip it out.
I don't have any pictures of the famous people except for me and Scotty.
Aww.
You're famous. You're the famous JD. Everyone knows you're here.
Yeah, here. In
famous.
this one block, it's mine.
But that's awesome. You guys don't have to wait for me.
No,
I'll show it
it's
to
that-
you when I find it.
So where we're recording, there's this weird like knocking sound somewhere. We haven't figured out where it
I
comes
think
from.
I think it's the pipes. It's got to be
Except
pipes.
the ghost or whatever.
Or it's the ghost of Walmart or Winn Dixie
Knock,
passed.
knock, knocking on
Is it a
heaven's
dog?
door.
No.
That took you a second.
Oh, it
didn't
did, because I forgot about that movie.
It took you a second. The dog and Dave Matthews go, dip by the dog. Dave Matthews is in that movie. I've never seen it. I just know he's in that movie.
Yeah, he is.
So, dip dabba dabba dog.
There it is.
All right.
I met him at a bar.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is cool. Facial hair is pretty cool, too.
Yeah, his facial hair is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is.
It's very English.
I think he's hot. I'm not going to lie.
Not shocked. The things he can do with his flips.
Oh, the thing, yeah. He's very limber.
So, you want to talk Mandalorian?
Yes, please.
Yes.
So,
That's what happens when you have a female on the show.
no, it's great. I think it's great. It's I want to quickly cover some stuff. I really was going to cover 4, but I don't know if we'll have a lot of time to go into 4. So I want to talk a little bit about 6.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. We're
Yeah.
jumping.
Oh, we can talk about 4 if you'd like.
No, it doesn't matter.
I literally watched 6 2
6
hours
was my
ago,
favorite so far.
Okay,
I can
cool.
tell you that right now.
So I liked 6 a lot. It's not been my favorite, but I liked it a lot.
I liked it better than 5.
Yeah, I liked it better than 5. But 4 is still my favorite.
4 is great.
4 is my least favorite.
Right.
It really is.
I think 3 has been my favorite so far.
Yeah, 4 is my least
Everyone
favorite.
likes 3. I'm clearly the odd man out who loves 4 and like.
No, I mean I love 4, but I liked 3 better.
Well, I don't like any kind of.
We didn't like 5 because I didn't like 5 because of Amy Sedaris,
Right.
just because I don't find her funny, and therefore she shouldn't be rewarded by being canon in Star Wars. Right.
I liked 5 because Mulan was in it.
Oh, I love Ming-Na. Like
Yeah,
I liked
she's
everything
awesome.
else about that episode,
She's
and
awesome.
and I didn't even at the end mind fake Ellen Ripley.
Right?
But the fact that I was watching it and she
She
showed
did
up,
look like-
and my mind just went, "I'm done
Yeah,
with this
yeah, it's
episode."
not
5
much.
minutes in, my brain went,
It was like Amy Sedaris doing her best Ripley cosplay. It was
"Yeah."
awesome.
And
It was. It really was. That's
and
what
I
it
was
looked like,
over it.
but it's pretty funny.
But then,
Mind you, though, somebody dressed her. She did not dress
Oh, I know.
herself. Somebody did that.
but chapter 6, man, that was all about the cameos.
Oh, 6 was number 1, Clancy Brown.
Can't
Yeah.
the Devorian.
I love him.
There can be
anyway.
There can be only one Devronian.
Right. So, 6 was my favorite because it was so like it was action packed, and
Yeah.
that's what I like. I don't care about anybody's emotions. I don't care about some lovey dovey crap. I don't care about saving somebody's farming village. I
yeah,
want
but there's
action.
there's like 15 minutes of action in that episode.
I know.
Just enough-
15 out of
With
45.
a red-eyed ATST.
No, out of 30. It's like half of it was devoted to action.
Whatever. I mean, I get it.
You
but,
want 22
but
minutes
I
of action,
want
you're not gonna get that
like
in the
I
episode.
want action. I want
If you want 22 minutes of action, just go watch the Anakin Obi-Wan fight.
right.
Anyway, back on to greener
But
pastures.
I do like this 6 because of all the action
I liked
and the intrigue, the whole like what's going on.
and
in the
I
prison.
really liked Osha Tonks channeling Bellatrix Lestrange.
Oh, wasn't she great though?
That was great.
I loved her. I loved her teeth.
Yeah, well, she kept hissing. I was like,
I
oh my
know.
god,
She was
learned
awesome.
that from Helena Bonham Carter.
Right. I wanted to pet her.
I feel like that's speciesist.
I don't care. I don't care,
Don't-
man. I feel like she'd let me pet her.
Don't pet the Twi'lek.
I feel like she'd be all right with it.
Or she'd bite a finger off with those teeth.
I'm willing to risk that.
And then Bill Burr.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
So when I heard he was in the episode, I was actually concerned because
Why?
I haven't seen him act in anything yet. Right, like he's a great stand-up comedian.
Right.
Right. I like him on interview shows. I like him, on Lights Out with David Spade or whatever
Right,
he's
right.
on this week. But I haven't seen him act in anything,
Oh, he
and
was great.
he did a great job in my opinion.
I thought it was
He
great.
was Bill Burr with a different name.
The best thing about Bill Burr being in Star Wars now is that now we know there's a space Massachusetts.
Right, right. Like I'm sweet. I'm ready to see the Coruscant socks.
Right.
Right.
Well, no, they'd be the Yankees.
Because next now we can have Matt Damon can show up, Ben Affleck could be in the like the whole cast of the town could be in like
They're from the planet Wicked. Don't talk about Wicked.
Yeah.
We just have a planet Wicked.
our
Don't
cap-
worry about
our
it.
capital's Pissa.
Yeah, I mean, go park the ship. You'll be all right.
It's awesome.
I
But-
want Massachusetts. I just want,
Massachusetts.
I just want Massachusetts.
Yes.
I need to make a Massachusetts University
Yes.
shirt. I need to do that. Massachusetts.
I don't even remember his name was like Manchu or Moonshine. I don't know.
I don't know. Moonshine.
But like his
Moonshine.
little robot gun.
I'll have the episode. I'll have his name in the episode of the
Yeah.
Monday Monday.
It was still great. Though. I loved it.
But I liked just my brain just totally derailed. He's Imperial sharpshooter. And he's like, he can't hit anything. I wasn't a stormtrooper. That was great.
Right.
even the Imperials know the stormtroopers are horrible.
So, but the my favorite thing in the whole episode was the director's cameos at the end.
Okay.
So Filoni was a pilot.
Oh, was he?
Oh, yeah.
And Fukujima's a pilot, and Lady Who Directed 3 is a pilot.
And
Okay.
then where they came in
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
shot up.
I did.
And Filoni's name is Wolf, because of course it is.
Yeah, right. Because I bet he's from Lothal.
Probably.
I would bet it.
I
I bet the character Wolf is from
I
Lothal.
believe it. I saw that X-Wing show up, and then I saw Filoni. I was like, Dave's in the show now. Dave's like, I'm definitely in canon now.
You can do what I want.
If I remember, so they weren't in it very long because you're getting the snippets of the X-Wings flying past the Razor Crest.
Right.
But they were T-65s, so we don't have T-70s yet, which is what we have in the in the Force Awakens and stuff. So because I know we're only 5-7 years, whatever. Because I've heard both 5 and 7 after.
I'm still stuck on 5. I think it's 5.
So, but we're in that, several years past Return. So obviously they're still using 65s.
Right.
I mean, maybe it's a 66. But so we haven't had that big technology jump yet to T-70s, which it was just, to me that loves X-Wings, that was very interesting to see, whereas in the beginning of Resistance they're T-70s.
Right.
So I don't know.
It's cool to nerd out that stuff.
Yeah, like I saw X-Wings, I was like, yay! Because that's what I don't like about Rebels. That's like the only gripe I have about the first 4 seasons of Rebels is there's A-Wings and B-Wings, which in original canon back in the 80s didn't show up until Return, and were created by Dodonna and Akbar between Empire and Return. In original, what we were told back in the 80s. And now they're the only 2 ships they have. And they only have 1 B-Wing. So it's like, where are the X... Oh, no, we got Y-Wings, but where's my X-Wings? Where are they? Are they in season 4?
No, but of course they are.
Okay.
Of course they are.
Like I just
in fact, Hera flies one and it's awesome.
the design of the X-Wing for me is just the best spaceship ever made.
So you ever
See, I like the way TIE fighters look.
So
I
do you have a
really
favorite
do.
TIE fighter?
Look at my shocked face after her love of the Empire comment.
I'm sorry. They just look badass.
They
They
do. TIE
really
fighters look
do
awesome.
look badass.
And like
I have a problem with them flying in atmosphere, is all I'm going to say.
I mean,
Like Bespin, they should have just fallen apart.
no, those are atmosphere ties. The Obsidian Squad is specifically for atmosphere.
Because their H's went to slightly trapezoidal H's?
Right.
Okay.
They're designed for
Thank you, Decipher Card Game.
right. They gave me +2 in clouds, baby. +2 in clouds. Man, I Talon rolled the hell out of some Millennium Falcons up in Cloud City. I messed people up.
Oh, shoot.
Right, because Decipher made that mistake. So, just to nerd out, because that's what we're doing.
That's what the show is.
So, in the card game, there was cloud sectors, cloud cards where you could fly your ships through. But when you flew through clouds, the card said your power and maneuverability -2. Mm-hmm. In those cloud sectors. Bespin Cloud City is classified as a cloud sector, but it doesn't have the minuses. So when I played Bespin, I just not played clouds. I put down Cloud City and just overloaded with obsidian ties and just waited for starships to come up and Talon roll the crap out of them. It's just like, oh look, I'm the Falcon. I've got everybody. Talon roll. Han's dead. Next, Talon roll. Use interrupt 6, baby. Destiny. Let's go. I love that game. That's still my favorite card game.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Oh, yeah. So you'll get X-Wings, and they're great.
Okay.
So
Good.
and Hera flies one, and I love Hera.
Well, Hera's so
she doesn't have crazy teeth like the chick
it's true. She has
in
one.
Chapter 6.
Yes.
I think so.
Her and Bib, that crazy chick and Bib Fortuna, because I just watched Jedi too. And it's just
Right,
like,
Crazy Chicken Bib, whereas Ula didn't.
No, Ula doesn't. And
So
neither does Cham.
Who?
Cham Sedilla, Hera's dad.
Oh, right.
And
No,
then-
he had the pointed teeth.
Did he?
Yep. He has the pointed teeth.
Did
So that actually, I'm glad you said that because that actually cancels my theory of you can sort of tell their alignment by their teeth. Like, are they more human-ish with teeth? Like, did they go to a dentist? Okay, they're good guys.
I don't know. I think the little cat teeth or whatever they look like kind of looks hot. They're awesome. Why do you
They're
have
green.
to? No, I'm talking about
Like
like the skin?
no
like-
sharp teeth.
like OSHA Tonks's teeth were green or yellow. I mean, they were nasty. It wasn't the shape; it was the hygiene, right? Like they were Bib Fortuna gross looking teeth.
See, I think there's something skanky hot about that. Just kind of like Brad Pitt in Fight Club. There's something about that. There's something about that skanky hotness.
Did her pheromones hit you across the screen? Like, is that?
I just want a shirt down with her face. It just says skinky hot.
Do I like skanky hot? I'm
But
not
you know
gonna
what?
lie.
That qualifies basically all of what's her name, Natalia
Yes,
Natalie,
all of her characters.
all of like Tonks. Tonks was great,
and she's skanky
but
hot.
she was a little skanky hot, right?
And
especially if you read the books.
And then Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
She's skanky
She's a
hot.
wildling, therefore
Skanky hot. I'm telling you.
And you
it's a
see her
thing.
boobies.
I'm just saying. There's something about it.
Natalia Tana or Natalie Tana. That's the actress'
I
actor's
want to
name.
say it's Natalia.
I think it's Natalia Tana.
I'm not going to.
She's great. No, I'm not. I do not want to
love
take
her.
anything away from
She
her.
I'm not
plays
gonna
some
change it 'cause
wild
I'm gonna talk about all
characters.
about it in the episode of Amanda Mondays.
Okay.
So
Anyway,
real quick.
yes.
First time we saw a good guy mouse droid.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just
reprogrammed, I'm sure.
Definitely Natalia.
First time we see good guy mouse droid and there can be only one Devronian blows him up.
Right.
Which is kind of
I
hilarious.
just thought it was interesting. I'm like, hey, look, that's new.
Yeah.
So it's actually a friend of mine pointed that out. It's like, look, mouse droid. And it's like, it makes sense for them to have mouse droids too. So it's like,
Well, I mean, they have all the resources now,
Right,
Right,
yeah.
so they can. Yeah, she's hot. I mean,
She really is. And she still has that wild look about her
yeah,
in real life.
there's. Yeah, I mean,
Skinny
she's
guy.
hot. However, she's got that crazy eyes. Like she
and
would love or kill you.
Or both.
Hence, she gets work. No, I love her.
all right, so I got 2 more points before we go.
Okay.
One was this tweet I wanted to share with you from Arthur Chu. Han Solo and Chewbacca are totally, as Lucas said, a sci-fi version of a man and his dog.
Oh, no.
Han's the dog.
If
Yeah,
the dog,
for sure.
If the dog were the one that was bigger and stronger and smarter and more emotionally mature than the longer lived in, wait a minute, Han's a dog.
Okay, so
There you go. Good.
sorry, I didn't mean to run the tweet.
But it's true.
No, that's why the debt thing makes sense. You wouldn't spend the whole rest of your life taking care of another human just because they saved your life once, but you might do it for a heroic dog.
Yeah, that's a good tweet, and I agree.
100%.
I never saw it that way.
I saw-
but
I-
now it's the
No.
only way I
saw-
see it now.
I saw-
100%.
Yeah, there was a meme. I saw it today, and I've seen it before. It was like, Wookiees lived to 300-400 years old. Han's probably his like third dog.
Right?
Oh my God, that's right. Then Han died, so he's got to go to the shelter to get a new one.
right. He's gonna go like, because that dog got him out of prison.
No. Ray's rescue.
Yep.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. Yes.
Don't
Ray
worry
is
about
a
her
new
lineage.
dog.
Don't worry about her lineage. She's got a Chewy.
Right.
Ray
So
is a new dog.
it's like it's a foster. He may
Yeah.
give her up, but he'll foster her for a minute. That's why he took her in. Oh my God.
Although I do want my dogs to bring me a car, right? Because
Wouldn't that be
Han at
nice?
least brought the Falcon
Right.
to the. Well, I mean they were together when they got it,
But
but
it'd be like,
still.
hey, look, a car. Good dog.
I need a dog that plays poker.
There you go.
We should make a painting of that. It's never been done.
So I just wanted to share that with you. The other thing,
That's a good tweet.
A Star Wars version of dogs playing poker. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Think about that for a minute.
who would be the dogs playing poker? Lando.
Oh,
Well, Lando, Han.
But that was another Bill Burr doing a Gungan voice.
Yeah.
Was great. You Gungan under there? Oh, Misa's so ugly. It's great. I wonder if they just said and go and let him do things
Probably.
like they would, like if Robin Williams were that type of thing and go.
Bill Burr is. I'm so excited. I was excited for.
Did they make a Gungan joke in 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
that's
saying.
what
Yeah,
I know. That was
Bill
hilarious.
Burr is,
I love that. That was hilarious.
I was excited for Mandalorian because we're getting a Werner Herzog action figure.
right
I can't wait to get my Bill Burr action
with
figure.
his weird little arm. It's gonna
Gun.
be good.
I love him though.
It was so good.
Yeah, it was good.
It's gonna be so amazing.
If Osha Tonk's, her name was something weird. Anyway, but if Osha Tonk's figure doesn't come with 40 knives that light up for some reason, I'm gonna be upset. Why did they light up? Do we know?
Because they're awesome.
Were they electrocutionable?
They're magic.
I don't know.
They're vibrators.
I don't think you'd throw those away.
If you
I mean,
have a lot.
If you have a lot, you have a lot for a reason. I'm just saying.
So, speaking of the Mandalorian, the if you've been to if you've been to the My Star Wars Life page, it's basically become the home of Baby Yoda memes.
Yeah.
Because I find out there's so
Oh,
many.
yeah, they're so good.
I have
Did you
friends
even
that-
share the one I made, bro? Come on.
You made one?
I did.
If not, you can share it. You have access to do that.
It doesn't let me sometimes.
That's
It doesn't give.
Yeah, I have
I
problems
have weird access on it.
2 on our pages. I
I'll have to
can't.
double check that.
It's
though.
weird.
You guys both should be admins. You should be able to do everything.
I can add it under the page name, but I can't add stuff under my own name, and that sometimes irritates me. Because sometimes
so you have to look to the side.
yeah.
It took me a minute to figure this out. So you have to look to the side of the icon, and there's an arrow, and you can click it, and then you can switch to your name. It's a pain, but it takes a minute to find. I'll show you if that's true.
All right, later. Okay.
So I love Baby Yoda.
He's so cute.
Stephanie loves him, and you love Kevin.
I love Kevin.
Because as we've named him Kevin.
That was the one I made for my wife on Thanksgiving.
I had seen it.
That's cute.
I will post this in show notes. I'll have him send it to me.
So let me tell you what Baby Yoda has done. I have a friend that has not really watched Star Wars. He doesn't really know anything about Star Wars, and I got him watching The Mandalorian because of Baby Yoda, and he is in love. Like he loves every episode. And then he'll come to work and he'll talk to me and ask me questions because he has no clue about any of Star Wars backstory and stuff. So it's kind of awesome.
What's good now? It's all on Disney Plus. You can watch it all.
Mm-hmm.
He does.
That's very cool. So again, we love Baby Yoda. We're all into Baby Yoda. I know
Kevin.
I know that Stephanie and I are big fans of Hamilton,
Yes.
and someone made a Hamilton parody of Baby Yoda, from Dear Theodosia
Oh, this is so adorable.
to Dear Baby Yoda. I want to play a little bit for you both, and I'll put the whole thing in the show notes.
Yeah, I love this one.
Dear Baby Yoda, what to say to you? You have big eyes, we don't yet know your name. When you came across screen, you could, and it broke my heart. I'm dedicating every meme to you. Galactic life had never known such style. You make me smile. You knock me out, I fall apart. Even when you eat a frog.
It's awesome.
Hunters tracking your location. Mando will fight for you. He'll make it right for you. If he lives up to his reputation, he'll make it safe for you.
That's amazing.
So that's just a little bit of Dear Baby Yoda. It's on the. I'll put it on the show notes, but it's also on the Facebook page. But I have enjoyed the hell out of that. Being a Hamilton fan. Today I posted. It's a little long. I'll share it in the notes too. Today, have you guys seen the? I think it's the Aquanauts version of Star Wars.
What?
No.
The who?
The I think they're Aquanauts or Aquanauts. I'm looking for the post. Just had it.
Aquilans?
No, no,
Aquilish?
not Aquilish. So, if I were a better host, I would have done this.
You're a wonderful host, and don't let anyone tell you
You are.
different.
You're
Even
amazing.
you.
Auralnauts. The Auralnauts. All right, so the Auralnauts take
Did you say oral?
Aural,
Not oral.
not oral.
Ear, not mouth.
So the Auralnauts have they took the Star Wars movies and they basically redubbed them and made their own versions out of them, and they're hilarious, especially the Phantom Menace one. And the Phantom Menace basically, it's about like Jedis are they over party and they don't pay their checks. It's basically what it's about.
Oh, nice.
Really, really funny. They do one for the Mandalorian called "Go to Sleep, Baby Yoda," and it's the Mandalorian trying to get Baby Yoda to go to sleep, and it's the funniest damn thing. He sings to him.
Oh, I've got to see
So
that.
they got shared today. I posted today. I shared it today, and so I'll put it in the show notes. But it is hilarious.
All right.
And the Auralnauts I recommend at least. They've done. I think they've already done Jedi. I haven't seen the Jedi one. And I've seen up to Empire, and Phantom Menace is still the funniest.
Yeah.
It's just something about when you do your first one. It's something good about it.
There's
The rest of them are just like, this is funny.
Right.
It's not as funny as the first
Sure.
one. So what is that? Anything else for anybody?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good too.
I'm excited for Friday.
I'm excited for Thursday.
I'm excited for Monday. Y'all don't laugh at me. My life is complicated. But it won't be soon because I'll start my new job on January 2nd. And the hours are awesome.
That was a nice dance, by the way,
Congratulations
everyone.
on the new
I'm
job.
so
Congrats.
excited. I
I hate that your old job is screwing you over because you're getting a new job because that's clearly what they're doing.
Oh, in the butt without KY.
They are just not.
It's a thing. But it's okay. It's okay because January 2nd, start my new job.
My brother's birthday.
And it's with people I like.
Very cool. Well, this is Scotty saying this is our contribution to the multiverse. Go out and make yours.
Cheers.
And may the force be with you.
I knew you were going to say
And also with you.
Amen.
Thank you for listening to the Mobcast Network.